happens more often, me messing up. So I'm gonna jump into another game which is played on Belshire Vestige against a player I play against quite often. His name is Wonderstruck. He's a cool guy, he's a nice guy. He hangs out in my stream quite a bit as well. Game sounds are definitely on. So I'm not sure if you guys didn't have any game sounds, then it's a production issue, but the game sounds in my ear are on. So yeah, I play this guy quite often. This is a PvP. He knows how I like to play. He kind of mixes it up quite a bit. And in this game, I made a mistake which I should never make again, and hopefully will never make again, after embarrassing myself here on camera. And this is also something that I want to share with you guys. On a certain scenario, you have to ask yourself certain questions. Now my build order, if you guys wonder, this is something I did a little guide on already. I like to open up with 3 Stalkers early on. This is something I did since Wings of Liberty. But I like this build even more now because a lot of people invest in an early Mothership core, and you can actually out-micro that with Stalkers if you practice enough. So I'm going to follow it up with a Stargate. I'm going to see, as soon as I have 2 Stalkers, I'm going to go on a little adventure. Now I have 3 Stalkers. I should keep them closer together. Small mistake. Did not see this probe. Could be an issue. But we're going to focus on that later on. So, my Stalkers go on a little adventure. Yada yada yada. And this is always important. Do you see a Nexus? Nope. Do I want to do this? Yeah, let's just do it. Okay, I see 2 sentries right now already. Now immediately the first thing I think of, 2 sentries, I think of Dark Templars. Because hey, 2 sentries, even if you want to go Stargate, they often only go 1 sentry because they need the gas for Stargate units. So I'm just going to try to run up the ramp again. This time I do run up the ramp. And instead of trying to like out-micro this or standing there and trying to keep it close to the other Stalker, I'm gonna run around, kill probes. Even if I lose the Stalkers, I really don't care about it. I would love to lose 3 Stalkers to kill 6 probes. Even though if you look at the unit's lost resource tab, that won't be worth it. Indirectly that will be worth it because I'm gonna be out-mining him. I get a great scout off, I see the Dark Shrine. Now you guys might wonder, wow Rotti, how do you lose this game? Well, you guys will see. 3 sentries, 2 zealots for him. Obviously I'm economically ahead right now. He did build a lot of probes, so it wasn't too bad for him, but I kept my Stalkers alive, that's even more important. I'm 31 probes against 28, but the biggest thing is I have a massive tech advantage. I am prepared against the Dark Templars, and I have a Phoenix, and I have a Stargate, that means I can make more Phoenixes, that means I can lift up probes later on, and that should put me in great shape. I'm gonna use Envision because my Observer was not ready yet. I'm gonna lift this guy up. This Dark Templar was singing R. Kelly songs right now, he believes he can fly. Well, not for very long. DT does die. For a moment I thought like, hey, maybe I should go 4 gate just with Phoenix, try to kill him straight up because right now I should be in really good shape. Then I was like, nah, if Purify is somehow active and I lose my units, wouldn't be the first time. I'm just gonna expand, I'm in good enough position. I'm gonna build Phoenixes and expand, which I think is the right thing to do right now. If you guys wonder like, are those Phoenixes really that good right now? Yes, because he's been investing in a tech that's awful in dealing with Phoenix. He won't have Blink, he won't have a Stargate himself, so what can he possibly have? So my Phoenixes are gonna go on a little adventure. I think right now, yes, no, doesn't even have more probes than me. So here comes the Phoenix. I'm gonna kill the Mothership core immediately because Purify helps quite a bit against Phoenixes. So if you can kill it, just do it. It's an expensive unit, so you might as well. So I have 4 Phoenixes right now. I have map control. I have an Oracle which is gonna fly into the main. I have gates ready as well. I have a robo facility. And I know that these Phoenixes are far from done. They are going to kill more and more workers. Taking a look at the income tab right now, I'm up 6 workers. But after this Oracle is done. Also, by the way, guys, if you have Phoenix and Oracle, I always suggest you to use your Phoenixes somewhere first. Try to make him feel that this is the center of attention. Try to feel this is where he has to defend. And then you sneak in the Oracle in the main. And even if he has 1 unit, you can still kill quite a few probes. I do sacrifice my Oracle. That's because I'm not too worried about it. I killed 9 probes. I'd rather kill 10 probes and sacrifice the Oracle than kill 4 probes and keep it alive. So right now I'm in fantastic position, and you guys might wonder, really, are you gonna lose this? Yes, I do. Army supply, it's pretty even, but there's really nothing for me to worry about. His army looks harmless. My Phoenixes are also very, very good in a straight up fight. Don't get me wrong, 5 Phoenixes are amazing. So you might wonder, like, how does this go wrong? Well, guys, sometimes I like to delay the Mothership core, which I don't think is a big deal, because I do not think you need it all that early on. Even against 4 gates and stuff, unless it's 4 gate with a Warp Prism, which is not that popular anymore, the Purify is often out of range, and you might just like then wait, and you'll still die, because it doesn't really cover the ramp. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna delay it a little bit. I'm gonna prefer to put my gas into Phoenixes, but by now I should have easily had it, because I know after killing all those workers before, after having map control, nothing can really kill me if I have Purify. But actually, I didn't make a mothership core at all. And that's something that I realized like right about now. I was like, okay, his stalkers are not here anymore. This means that he's out on the map, right? If you look at army supply right now, it is pretty even, but I just used a lot of my energy on killing workers. So I'm getting an immortal because I did worry about a push like this, but I really thought I had a mothership core, and now I didn't. And now I was like, my phoenixes are pretty low on energy. Like if I have 100 phoenix on each energy, I will survive. I am not worried about that at all. My army is better, I would be fine. Certainly, if I would have a mothership core, I could have 0 energy on these phoenixes. I would still survive because the nexus is never going to die, and if he ignores the nexus, Purify will kill so many units that I will be fine. But not having both does kind of hurt. So I still try to. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna kill the sentries first. They might be annoying. Obviously, sentries are light units as well, so just like zealots, they die easily. Maybe looking at this, I should have picked up the zealots. But I think in any case I'm in a world of struggle because I do not really have any DPS in my army. I don't have any energy anymore. Biggest mistake ever, not having a mothership core when you're far ahead and the only thing you can die against is a city gateway. Well, I wouldn't call it the timing because this is not a timing, it's just a random attack. Which turned out to be brilliant by him because I didn't have mothership core. I will, you guys will see, I'm gonna try to survive a little bit longer. I will eventually clean this up, but not before losing so many workers that it puts me behind. He also had a Dark Templar over here. I don't know what I did with my Observer, but it wasn't here. I made a Void Ray trying to help to defend, but the damage, guys, as us casters like to say, has already been done. This is just something that's really stupid. You have to analyze the situation. You have to figure out, alright, I defended Dark Templars early on. Hey, that went good. Then I have map control. Then I killed probes. Why on earth would you not have a mothership core? It is fine to not get a mothership core like immediately or at 16 probes, but once you're in a stable position you should always have it, because Purify is absolutely massive in PvP. And me not having it is just a mistake that I have not made once, have made 2 or 3 times, and hopefully by speaking about it for so long right now, I'll make sure that you guys don't forget it anymore, and hopefully I won't forget it anymore either. Because it's all about identifying the situation. What can I still lose to? Can I still lose to DTs? No, because he already had those. I had Dark Templars. If this game goes on, can I lose? No, because I'm in great shape. Can I lose to other air units? No. The only thing I could have lost to was just a really silly random attack where I didn't have enough DPS to somehow deal with a couple of unupgraded Zealots and Stalkers. And yeah, big mistake. Should always have Mothership Core. This game goes on for a long time, but I'm not really going to analyze it because worker-wise, I'm down 20 workers. So he pushes here again. I do try to get Colossus out and try to somehow make something happen. I'm sure you guys would love to see the end of the game instead of just randomly me quitting the replay. In general, I don't quit my ladder games all that easily, even when I'm very far behind like this one. I like to hope for those epic comebacks, but in this game there was no epic comeback because even though this fight I think I did pretty okay. But it didn't really matter because this time he is ahead 25 workers, so me doing cute stuff with my Colossus and killing his army didn't really mean all that much. Still had 2 Phoenixes alive. Yada yada yada. I know it's hard to follow the game on 8 speed, but yeah, this game is pretty much over. I just want to show you guys the end. So, big mistake. Always make a mothership core. Doesn't have to be one of your first units of the game, but once you feel the game is starting to stabilize, you need it. Time Warp is great, and certainly Purify can really keep you alive and win your games. Certainly when you know that you're ahead like 10-15 workers. And big mistake by me. This actually like looked sort of okay for me, but he did something very smart. He got a Warp Prism. He started killing more stuff, and then he shut down my reinforcements. So right now I knew that the clock was really ticking. I couldn't really wait for another rotation of gateway units, so I was just like, alright, I have 5 Colossus, that's pretty good, but I just had no more money and I was gonna lose all my probes. Maybe I should have waited for I think maybe if I would have like got 3 more Zealots and then get these 3 Stalkers in the fight, I could make something happen, but I felt he lost a lot of units, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna push the issue immediately. Here goes nothing. Well, it turned out as nothing. I did not GG, by the way, guys. This is not a rage quit. I promise, pinky promise, there is a VOD. What actually happened is that I disconnected in this phase of the game, which obviously didn't change anything because I was absolutely dead. It was not a rage quit, I promise. Pinky promise, I'm always honest. So those were two of my replays. One replay of which I was very proud. One replay of which I made a big mistake. Not the first time, and something I should identify, should learn from, and I should know when is the right timing to make a mothership core. Some protos like to get it really early on. I'm not going to say that's wrong. It is just not my personal favorite build order, but once the game kind of stabilizes, you need to have it, because Purify is fantastic in dealing with any pressure. So that was pretty much it. Now there is one more game which I selected for today. I did 3 replays from... do I have the game right here? I should. Corals. Actually, I can't find it. Maybe it's over here. Well, it seems like I do not have it on this PC because I switched PCs, which I don't really think is the end of the world, because this was a very long game and I wasn't planning to really analyze it. I wasn't planning to really cast it, but I thought, like, if I still have time, but it's been like actually exactly an hour. So instead of showing a 50-minute game, I'm just going to tell you guys which game I was talking about. It's Paranoid against Sage from the recent Acer against Root Clan War as well. That game is sick, guys. It's really, really sick. You can find the VODs if you just go to Wikipedia, you search for Acer, or you search for the Acer Team Story Cup, you click on the Clan War. The VOD is on Nathanius' channel as well. Nathanius is a cool caster from the North American scene. If you're interested in a bizarre PvZ I should say, watch Sage against Paranoid. It was played on Newkirk City, and it had this scenario. This is all I'm going to say about it. Often you see Protoss players going for a Stargate, then they make 4 Phoenix, and then they immediately go into Colossus transition because, oh, you have to worry about Roach Hydra. Now sometimes that Zerg, something that Zergs do quite often is, okay, let me just go on 4 base because I know Phoenix is not going to kill me. They will be annoying, but they're not going to kill me. 4 base, I'm going to stack up a lot of resources, and then I'm going to make Mutalisk. And I know that for a lot of people that sounds stupid. Why would you go Mutalisk when the other guy has Phoenix already? That is because if he has 4 Phoenix and he's worried about, like, gateway units and the robo units, if you suddenly make 20 Mutalisk at once, which you can do because Phoenixes force Protoss to be passive, and if Zerg has much better economy, you can do that like 15 to 20 Mutalisk. You can kind of overrun him. This is what Paranoid did. Sage was not really prepared for it, but it turned into a fantastic game, and I just want to tell you guys that you should watch it if you love PvZ. Take a look at it because it was one of the coolest games I've seen in a little while. I couldn't really believe my eyes while watching the replay and the VOD. The replay is not out there, but the VOD is, so you guys can just find that at Acer Team Story Cup Wikipedia page, or just check Twitch TV, twitch.tv/Nathanius, and that's Nathanius' channel. So that was about it. I hope you guys enjoyed my 3 replays from Sage against MMA, and then my 2 own ladder replays. Next week I'll be back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly. Perhaps something similar. If I run into crazy stuff at ladder that I want to share with you guys, I will do it, but it's also possible I get a guest with me again. I want to apologize for the PC issues early on. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Good luck at the ladder adventures, and make us Protoss brothers proud out there. Cheers. See you guys next week.